my official capacity. So we have, I found that many of them were not functioning effectively as an NGO. So I wanted to start a model NGO. And there are a lot of rural areas surrounding Tirunelveli where services are required for the underserved people. So for them, we started in a small way with a skill training institute and evening tuition center for the children. And that we focus mainly on the underserved scheduled caste group members in the villages surrounding Tirunelveli. With that, we started. Then some of the associates with us who have experience in development sector, they also joined us as trustees. And so the organization was registered 30 years ago as a trust under the Indian Trust Act. Then while we are doing that small services, there was a communal flare-up in a place nearby our area between the Hindus and Muslims. So as an NGO interested in maintaining communal harmony in that area, we took up some steps and called the leaders from both the communal groups and advised them, convinced them that they should not fight among themselves and they should and after some years, when we are going like this, an organization called HEX Switzerland, they came to know about our work and they said, why don't you, we'll give you a project, why don't you work for uplifting the living conditions of around 1,000 scavenger families in that district. So we took up that task and we identified 1,000 families in 4 blocks of Tirunelveli district, and we worked for their economic upliftment and for skill training to the children and motivating them to save and avail credit facilities and also to learn their legal rights, what they are entitled to as per the Indian Constitution, whether they have it or not, and if they don't have, how to approach the relevant authorities to get those rights. This way we have been doing. We did this project for about 7 years and gave a lot of people cow and other cattle, so that their way of earning money changes from scavenging work to other types of income generation. Then some of them were working as farm labor. So by pleading with the government, we got them small piece of land so that they themselves cultivate small things in those lands. And there also we promoted organic farming methods. About 15, 20 years back itself, we promoted organic farming. And all those families are still remembering us. They are thankful to us. Then after that project is over, we were offered by another agency called Teredas Homes, Netherlands. They wanted us to take up the work of child right protection, elimination of child labor, and prevention of child marriage in a different block in the same district. That also we undertook because there no other NGO was ready to take up the work because a lot of caste-based animosity prevailed there. So our first task was to bring them together on a common platform of development-oriented platform. Then we have been working there since 2008 for the last 14, 15 years. we have been working in that area. Initially, we started with around 15 villages. Now it was expanded to around 25 villages in that area, mainly focusing on women's economic empowerment, then child rights protection. Along with that, we added one more thing, the facilitation to persons with disabilities. We could identify many persons with disabilities in that area, and whatever government schemes are available, we used to get them. Then we also mobilized in a small way some donations from other philanthropic minded persons and provided them assistive devices and so on. Now we are in focusing on getting them livelihood opportunities by remaining in their own area, in their hometown itself, or in the village itself. They have to do some sort of livelihood so that they are not dependent on others, they become independent. So in that way, we have been trying that. So in between, that project also ran for around 10 years. Then another project came to us with headquarters in Coimbatore area. That is a project for getting forest land rights to tribal people and simultaneously organizing them into a state level federation. Third is getting them agroecological improvement in their farming methodologies and marketing their products throughout the country as well as outside the country. So all these things we have been doing for nearly 4 years. We are very proud to say that initially when the Forest Rights Act was enacted in 2006, it was not implemented at all in Tamil Nadu. Correct. So we have to fight for it through legal means also. Went to the court and all. Ultimately from 2007 onwards, 2017 onwards, they started giving one or two forest plan titles. Now we could get such titles to nearly 10,000 families, tribal families throughout Tamil Nadu. In nearly 15 districts we were working, we got it. As that after the end of that project also, we got one more CSR project from Azim Premji Foundation. With out of that, we have been working since the last October in Krishnagiri district, taking up 25 villages in Krishnagiri district and working for the same thing, getting them forest land rights, because in that district, still many applicants have not got their title. It is still under process for the last so many years. So we have been regularly pursuing with the help of our 5-member staff team there. And along with that, whatever facilities government has to give to the tribal people, that we give them awareness and help them in getting all those facilities. Then we are building up there also, we are building up organization to look after themselves in the absence of us. In that way, we have been doing, and we are also taking up the facilitation to persons with disabilities in a great way. So not only in Tirunelveli, but also in Krishnagiri and Coimbatore also. Very recently, last week only, we got hearing aid costing around 35,000 each to 45 persons with the hearing difficulties, hearing impairment in all the 3 districts we got. So again, today I had talked with that person, that Association for People with Disabilities in Bangalore, which is a very big organization. There we are collaborating with them. Next month, not this month only, in another 2 weeks' time, we are going to get 80 newly made new variety of hearing aid, just like a Bluetooth model that we are going to get for 80 students studying in a school for the deaf in Tirunelveli. So this way, and one more action we took for in support in association with another network, gaining a safe work environment for women employees in textile sector in Coimbatore.
Very
So, as a part of that, I got myself trained in POSHO Act. So I teach all these things to the working women. Then in the schools and colleges also, I take classes teaching them. Apart from this, because of my long experience in organization building, FCRA and all, I take regular classes to the as a guest lecturer, regular classes in 2, 3 universities to the students of social work. These are all what we could achieve in the last 29 years of the existence of the Siva Trust. So
ex-
now we have come into contact with Dr. Theresa Micheal, an expert in human rights. So as you have promised, you are going to tell about us to the organizations known to you. So whatever help we may get through you from them, we will definitely utilize for the welfare of the people. And our organization is known for its transparency in accounting and compliance with all the legal formalities.
Thank you so much. I will definitely do my best and honor your words. But there is one thing that I would like to say. God blesses those who bless others.
Yeah.
To know that your journey began from a trust which virtually had no funds. As your work began, it's organizations who now come forward and they would like to share their way with you. So we do hope that we get even more organizations to know the true work of what every foundation is doing. And it's so beautiful that you have such a wonderfully created team who is supporting you in all your endeavors.
Yeah.
And yet, at the age where every person wants to retire and sit back to see you alert and active, ready to do one more drive for the deaf people. What I would like to do right now is have a fundraising activity beginning right now. Do you all trust that we can make this a fundraising activity?
Yeah. Yeah. That will be very nice of you if you start it.
Okay, my name is Dr. Theresa Micheal, and I'm looking out for funds to be created for Siva Trust, a trust which is going to be distributing hearing aids that are special for those children who are going to be learning to hear something new. And the first lesson that I would like Shiva Trust to give its deaf and dumb students, and these are my trainers sitting with me. So, the first human rights is we are born free and equal. Can you repeat after me?
We are born free and equal.
So when you are giving the first aid to the child through the Bluetooth, he should hear it in his ear and it should ring that yes, I am a part of the society, I am born, I am free, and I am equal. How happy will he feel when he gets to hear the sound of freedom, of dignity, of love, of hope, an opportunity to do whatever he can do along with Shiva Trust. The second human rights, do not discriminate. Can you repeat that after me?
Do not discriminate.
So when a child hears that I shall not discriminate, will there be any rights between the Hindus and the Muslim where we have an alternative agency which comes from Switzerland and says, please do not fight?
Yeah.
we can stand out and stand up for our brotherhood and say, do not discriminate. We are all equal before the law.
Yeah.
The third human right is the right to life.
Right to love.
Life.
Right to live.
Right to life. Okay.
So, when we are looking at the right to life, isn't it beautiful that your NGO, whom the whole world had forgotten, that they lived, they existed, they were scavenging, but you provided livelihood to them. You gave them a cow, then you gave them employment, and then you gave them some land. You pleaded for them. And when a man pleads in holiness, why the government, even God, sends help. Do you
Yes.
agree with me on this?
Yes. Agree with you.
So we request all the donors from India, from afar, from our homes, contribute. I would like to know, Mr. Baratullah, how much would you like to contribute to make our NGO stand more stronger? I would like my contribution to come from home because they say charity begins at home.
Yes.
So, Mr. Baratullah, can you tell me what is your contribution today?
பக்கத்துல கேக்குதா? நம்ம ட்ரஸ்டுக்கு நம்ம சைட்ல இருந்து முதல்ல
லைன்ல இருக்கீங்களா?
நம்ம சைட்ல நம்ம தான் முதல்ல கான்ட்ரிபியூட் பண்ணணும். அதனால குறிப்பா உங்களை கேட்கிறாரு, நீங்க முதல்ல வந்ததுனால நீ உங்க சைட்ல இருந்து நீங்க எவ்வளவு இந்த ட்ரஸ்டுக்காக கான்ட்ரிபியூட் பண்ண முடியும், ஏதோ ஒரு அமௌண்ட் சொல்லுங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் அதை கொடுக்கறத பத்தி பார்க்கலாம். நீங்க ஒரு அமௌண்ட் சொல்லுங்க. மைக் ஓபன் பண்ணி சொல்லுங்க.
5,000 ma'am, 5,000. 5,000 ma'am.
Nanka contribution, tell me.
Okay ma'am, thank you.
மைக் க்ளோஸ் பண்ணீங்க.
Unmute and let me know what is your contribution. I'm eager to hear.
Whom you are asking?
Mr. Barkatullah, can you tell me
No,
what?
he has told he will contribute 5,000.
Oh, very good. Everybody, please give him
I clapped also. That is why I clapped also. He opened and told he will contribute 5,000.
Thank you so much. I would like
Thank you.
Vijay Kumar, kindly tell us how much would be your contribution.
விஜய் இப்பதான் வந்திருக்காரு அவரு. அவங்க கேட்டுட்டு இருக்காங்க.
At home.
அதாவது நீங்க சொல்றது சொல்லுங்க, எவ்வளவு உங்க சைட்ல இருந்து ட்ரஸ்டுக்காக நீங்க கொடுப்பீங்க அப்படின்னு கேக்குறாங்க. ஏதாவது ஒரு அமௌண்ட் நீங்க சொல்லுங்க. விஜயகுமார் கேக்குதா? விஜயகுமார்
I think he's having a network problem, but we beautiful ladies also. Can they unmute and tell us?
Yeah. Kemima group.
It matters.
எவ்வளவு நாளும் சரி, 10 ரூபா 100 ரூபானாலும் சரி, ஏதோ நாங்க எங்களால முடிஞ்சதை கொடுக்குறோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்ற மாதிரி நீங்க முதல்ல அவங்க சொல்லட்டும். இளமுருகன், கெமிமா, மகாலட்சுமி, சுப்புலட்சுமி சொல்லுங்க.
1,000 rupees, sir.
1,000.
Next. Who's next? I saw Mr. Ella Murugun. Yes, sir.
5,000 ma'am.
Very good. Imagine in 10 minutes we raised 11,000 rupees. Mr. Sadiq, Can you please unmute?
சாதிக் சொல்லுங்க.
Sir, 2000 sir, 2000.
2000, 13,000.
Thank you. Mr. Vijay
விஜயகுமார்
Kumar
சொல்றீங்களா?
is up the line. Mr. Vijay Kumar, can you please tell me what is your contribution?
விஜயகுமார் கேக்குதா? விஜயகுமார், probably he has got network problem. He is not hearing.
Yes. I see a very young and a very sweet child. She has been smiling all the while. I know she's going to do fantastic. She's going to be Miss India, Miss Universe, Miss Metaverse. Tell me, what is going to be your contribution today?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, first of all. So I will contribute a sum of rupees 5,000 for my school.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. See, generosity makes everybody happy. And it feels so nice that all the while, when everybody was contributing, did you all notice everybody was smiling? So the only way to be happy is to make others happy. And generosity makes others happy. Whenever we go as an NGO to contribute, even rice, even small things, biscuits. When I get biscuits to the children, I see them jumping with joy, dancing with joy. I'd like
பண்ணுங்க.
to unmute the fourth human right. Mr. Ilamotun, I think.
முருகன், நீங்க கொஞ்சம் மைக் க்ளோஸ் பண்ணுங்க. முருகன், பர்கத்துல்லா மைக் க்ளோஸ் பண்ணுங்க.
Okay. The fourth human right is no slavery.
No slavery. Yeah.
Now, we all know this, but we never ever proclaim it until and unless we do not declare that no slavery will be tolerated. Even today, we are victims of slavery.
Yeah.
So we have to put this up on a board like your NGO. We need to ensure that the 30 human rights are put. And when we do that, what happens is people begin to respect us more. They know that you cannot play the fool with this trust.
Yeah.
Because today, even the police people, the judges, the lawyers, the courts, they do not know what is the fifth human right. Imagine 75 years of human rights anniversary. India has more than 3 million NGOs.
Yeah.
Today, I will tell you the true statistics. Not more than 7 NGOs know what the 30 human rights are. Am I correct?
Yes. Yes.
Because if I'm wrong, you will tell me what is the fifth human right.
We don't know. We don't know.
That means there are 30 million NGOs only in India which still have to be reached out. And sir,
Yes.
I'm so proud of you and so honored to have you, because I know when these human rights, is it FCRA that stops us from getting funds?
No. No. No.
But if I say in human rights, no torture,
No torture.
Myanmar got funds without FCRA. Because nobody can stop anybody from giving. But yes, as an organization, we need to be contained with all the legalities of all the governments.
Yes.
But if our government would have supported us and given us these human rights and told every school, these are your human rights, these are your human rights, today we would have not sat down for this discussion, because each and every one of us sitting would have known their human rights. Correct?
Correct.
Yes, sir.
That is the reason I would like you to all clap for United for Human Rights. Because United for Human Rights is going to provide you all with all the educational resources you all need. So next time on the next fundraising activity, stand out loud and proud and say, these are your human rights. What would you like to contribute today? Your NGO will never ever fall short of funds. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah. First, we should educate them what is human right, and when we tell them something which they do not know, then they will be coming forward to help our activities also. Then they may contribute also.
So when we talk about United for Human Rights, we provide you with the training, we provide you with the educational resources. You can start your own chapter and empower people. For me, sir, when I see children scavenging, it is very easy for me to give them bread. But if I give them bread, I'm feeding them for a day. But when I teach them 30 human rights, small children, I have fed them for a lifetime. I have been doing this activity and I'd like to share a little bit about myself. I teach human rights from Kashmir to Kanyakumari to all the parts of the world, and my focus area is to always teach at the grassroots level, because when my grassroots level knows their human rights, they automatically become trees. Because whatever was hidden, that talent that was hidden below the surface, human rights brings it up. So the next time I see these wonderful ladies sitting, I will not see them, a little more weak. I will see them a little bit more strong. Because the minute they will teach others, they will bless others with the education of human rights, they will be blessed themselves. So thank you very much for joining me with this meeting. I would also like to know, Mr. Siva, what is your inspiration for human rights advocacy to the young generation?
Because many of them are unaware of their rights, and as a result, they suffer many things without knowing their rights. So they should be ready to say assert for their rights, and in case of need, fight for their rights. So when they get their rights, they will get empowered also, and they will get whatever is due to them, that they will get. As a result, they can live as you said, a born free and equal status. They can remain. So we would like to get all those 30 human rights you mentioned.
We will
In
providing you with all the resources. I will just try to share my screen again to those who have missed what we were trying to show earlier.
yeah.
I hope you all can see this clearly.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Can you tell which of these children was not born free? Can you tell which of these children was not born equal? Can you tell which of these children does not deserve to be treated with dignity? We can't either. Human rights free, and equal. What are human rights? Find out at youthforhumanrights.org.
So this is where you see the link. The link is unitedforhumanrights.in, and if we scroll down, it'll tell you everything about we are all born free and equal. How do you explain as a teacher? All human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. They are endowed with reason and conscience and should act towards one in the spirit of brotherhood. So when you know your rights, will there be any fights? So thank you so much for joining me. I, Dr. Theresa Micheal, on behalf of United for Human Rights, we wish Siva Trust a very happy 30 years anniversary for empowering children, for empowering women, for empowering disabled. My goodness, the Siva Trust has empowered the whole community in Tamil Nadu and inspires NGOs all across the world to know what more can I do? What is that one can I do today? Over to you, Mr. Siva. Please give us a word of thanks as to why you can tell us something what we can do to help Siva Trust a little bit more better.
Thank you, Dr. Theresa. So you have initiated us, you have ignited a passion in us to spread the news of human rights for all, and the 30 human rights you told with from the link we can take. We have been regularly visiting many of the educational institutions, and we have been interacting with the rural public also. So we will, as all our staff have been hearing what you have been saying. So they will take this message to wherever they go and tell them about the basics of human rights, so that if everyone is aware of their human rights, they will live together and prosper together. So in doing this service to all people, we have a set of officers, we have a set of employees, and so much expenditures are involved. So whosoever wants to contribute in our work, if they can contribute their might, that will be of help to us in spreading this message of human rights in all the areas where we work. And I thank on behalf of Siva Trust, I thank Dr. Theresa Micheal to create an awareness among us about the human rights and motivate us to spread the message of human rights to fellow humans. Thank you.
So right now we have 2 minutes, and in 2 minutes I want everybody to unmute and say after me, no one can
unmute பண்ணீங்க. Yes. No one
can take away
can take away
human rights.
No
one can take away
your human rights.
Human rights.
No one
can take away
your human
rights.
All your heart, all your mind, and all your soul. No one
can take away
Taking away
can take
our human rights.
human rights.
Keep repeating it for 1 minute, and in this 1 minute, if you will know that no one can take away our human rights. Thank you so much. Welcome to the United for Youth for Human Rights family. Wishing Shiva Trust a happy 30th anniversary. Thank you so much, and God bless
Thank you.
India.
Thank you so
Thank
much. Thank you.